Hey everybody, this is Colleen at Beyond Fitness. Long time no see. I haven't made any YouTube videos in a little bit of time. Good news is the studio opened up back in June and I've been kind of teaching in here and doing some Zoom classes. But I have decided to make a few more YouTube videos, so I just want to thank everyone for emailing me, calling me. Even some of you guys donated, so thank you guys so much. That was so much appreciated. And it was nice talking to a few of you guys. Anywho, let's get started. One, I don't have any music going on because sometimes if I play music, they don't put the videos on YouTube. So I suggest pausing this, get your own music, kind of have something going in the background a little lightly, and let's just have lots of fun. So again, the equipment that you'll need, same as our other videos, is boxing gloves if you have them. One box. Same box as last time, surprisingly. I've used them all season in my classes. And 2 soup cans. I have lost a label along the way. So, doesn't matter which ones, these are going to be used for weights, and we're also going to use them on the floor. If you have any weights, feel free to use those as well. But use some soup cans because we're going to use them on the floor for some balance things and coordination. So, let's get started. I'm really excited to be back too. So, nice to see you guys. And again, all of our exercises you can do holding on to a chair, so hold on for support, have one nearby to hold on to if you need to for balance. If you need to at any time, take a seat in the chair. Go at your own pace and just have fun. You know, enjoy moving the body. One thing I have been working on since coming back into the studio is a lot of posture. So I am going to kind of put that in this class as well. So one thing with our posture is I want you to imagine throughout the class, and I'll remind you, is imagine that you're like balancing a book on the top of your head or anything, and you're pushing your head into it. So I want you to think about lengthening your neck as much as you can. Try not to look down, maybe a few things just to kind of know where the ground is. And then you also want to let your tailbone drop down a little bit. So imagine stretching your spine throughout the whole entire class. Yeah, you're gonna forget, but I will remind you as much as we can. So let's get started with a little warm up. Take your feet hip width apart. I first want you just to kind of feel the floor underneath of you. Bend the knees a little bit. Let your tailbone drop down. Let's just do a couple breathing exercises just to kind of get into the space. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side. And then exhale, just slowly let the hands drop down in front of you. And then feel the weight of the ground underneath of you. Let the weight go down to the feet. Inhale, head lifts up, stretch, enjoy that breath. Exhale, lower the hands down, feel the weight of the floor under you so you feel nice and balanced. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, and exhale. Good, and of course, always remember to smile. So let's just start with a little bit of spinning side to side. The arms are gonna be relaxed. Think about the movement beginning from the hips. You're gonna turn the hips right to left. The arms are gonna eventually just kind of start swaying. And if you can, pivot on that foot. If we can, let's see if we can get a little length out of our waist so we're not sinking into our hips, but we're getting as tall as we can. And then see if you can, turn your head behind you, look back. Get some nice range of motion, opening up the back, and we're always breathing nice and deep, kind of especially in that warm up, open up those lungs. There we go, perfect. And let's come back to center. We're gonna bend our knees, and on the way up, we're gonna swing the arms up and back. Bend the knees, arms come up. So use the legs to help lift the arms. And then just breathe any way you want, but just breathe. I don't care if you inhale going down or exhale, but two more. Inhale, exhale. That's what you want to go. Inhale and exhale. Good. Just roll the shoulders back. Make sure there's not any tension. We want the tension to melt away down into our body, so it's not in our neck. Let's just start with a little bit of marching. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Nothing new, nothing fancy. Just a nice way to kind of balance right and left. And then breathe. So here's a good chance to practice balancing that book on top of your head. push that head up nice and tall, but let your shoulders relax down. And let's see if we can get our feet to land a little softer. I can hear mine, they're kind of clunky, so I'm gonna try myself. There you go. You always learn when you teach anyway. So as we go, let's do it. Good, now let's just take our hand and touch the inside of our foot. Be mindful, you might not get to the inside of your foot, but don't let the chest drop down to get to the foot. You wanna stand up, and if it makes it that way, great. If not, just get as close as you can. Now, balancing that lovely book on the top of your head. Good. Let's take the hands behind us. I'm gonna show you sideways view. You can stay just as you are. You're gonna kick back, kick back. The reason I'm showing you sideways is because when I see in class, I see people going down like this. So everything's nice, beautiful posture. And breathing. That's it. And da-da-da-da. Yes, the no music. It's nice. All right, good. Let's come back to center. Let's spread our fingers nice and wide. So we're gonna just step forward and we're gonna press out nice and slowly. And then we're gonna come back. Again, if you need a chair, hold on with one hand with the chair and you're gonna press. And alternate with right leg and left leg. So I'm gonna show you a chair version. You keep going, never stop just because I'm giving you different variations. This would be with the chair, and you just go like this. Step forwards and backwards. I'm gonna show you a sideways view. Keep going. We're going to step forward. See as my body is up nice and straight, I'm not leaning forward. All right? No, I'm sorry, the arms will be out. And then we come back. So, nice and slow. If you wanna add a breath, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good, keep going, exhale. And take your time, really feel the foot and then come back. Slower really helps with our balance and being mindful of spreading our fingers, of our posture nice and tall, still balancing whatever it is we got on our head. Good, let's do two more. 1 and 2, perfect. Good, let's come back together, bring our feet together, and we're gonna swing the arms up and let them just relax down a few times. Let them swing. Inhale, exhale, let them just swing down. Good, inhale, exhale, let them swing. And then you can do exhale, 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 inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. It's really fun to kind of play with the breath. Keep going, yep. I'm gonna pretend like I'm watching you. I can see you live. Keep going. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. All right, you got lots of oxygen going through your body, which is really important. Let's just do a little side step. We're just gonna use our left hand. We're gonna step over, swing the arm up, step to the other side, swing it across. The other hand can just rest behind your back. And we're sitting up nice and tall. Da, 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 da. All right. Any way you want it. Make it nice and graceful, nice and relaxed. I'm sure we've got lots of dancers out there. And let's switch to the other side. So we got the other hand, left hand behind the back, right hand. I was gonna move over. You're gonna step up and over. And just let the arm go up and cross over the body, standing up nice and tall. And think about every step you're taking. I'm gonna step, feel the ground. Step, feel the ground under me. Step, feel the ground, which is no rush. All right, once you got this and it feels perfect, then you can go through it fast. All right, but right now we're just connecting movement, right, of our body, and we're feeling everything as we do it. All right, perfect. Let's do a few squats. And as we do our squats, we're gonna take our feet nice hip width apart. So nice and wide. And when we squat, our weight's gonna go into our heels, all right? and you're gonna sit back. So what I mean when you sit back, and I've done this in the other videos, is in class, when I have classes live and I see people, sometimes when they squat, they let their knees go forward. Well, that's gonna put all the pressure on the kneecaps. So we don't want that. So sit back. So you stick your booty back and you bring it up. I don't know if I told you in other videos, but I imagine it's kind of raunchy, but it's a porta potty back here and you gotta go over it, hover. So stick the booty back and come back up. All right, so as far back as you can and keep your weight in your heels, all right? Not in your toes. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to take one hand on top of the other, touch the knees, and we're gonna go out nice and wide. And then we'll do the other hand on top. And nice and wide. There you go. If you want, you can make faces after each one. Or you can make big loud noises if you want. Whatever you kind of feel in the mood for today. Good. Sometimes the more silly you are with yourself, it kind of lightens your mood too. So I always kind of find no matter where I am, if I keep the party going on upstairs, it keeps the day going nice. So cross it over and never stick that tushy way back. And again, if you need to, keep going. I'm gonna talk while you guys do these. You have a chair. You can do the same thing. Keep going, don't stop. I'm just gonna show the variation in the chair. If you want, you can take a seat in the chair, and then you can come up. And then you can take a seat in the chair, and then come up. They both work. So keep going. And move that out of the way. Wherever you are, let's do two more. Two more, you wanna feel those legs working. And good, let's come on up. Let's just kind of give that body a little bit of kind of movement to get some of that blood pumping and just nice and relaxed. Just kind of like a little bounce, lift the heels up a little bit. Let everything be relaxed. Just gonna start with this. Let's see, I'll go a little further back so you can see the way my feet go. Just a little hop. I'm not hopping my toes off the floor. I'm just lifting my heels, nice and relaxed. I'll come closer now, since you already know what I'm doing. But up and down. And then my arms are completely relaxed. I'm pushing the top of my head up towards the ceiling. Good, now just kind of get a little bit more wiggly. Let the arms relax, get a little more bouncy. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up because they're rolling down. And kind of shake the hands out a little bit, shake the hands out a little bit. Kick the legs, kick the legs. All right, good, shake the arms up, 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 and shake them down, down, down. Good, and let's kind of as wiggly as you can. Get back to that little bounce, 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 bounce. Good, if you can, get those hips going a little bit. Let the arms relax. Get everything kind of shaken up. Good, nice and relaxed, nice and relaxed. Get out, kick it out. Okay, good. So that should get everything in that body getting nice and alive and just feeling good. It's a nice thing to kind of do each day to kind of wake you up. I like to do it, I like to dance actually. So dancing is a good way to do it as well. All right, perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our cans of soup and our box. I'm gonna angle the camera down so you can see what we're doing. You should be nice, good, and warmed up. All right, so you're gonna put a nice little box right here. Soup can, soup can. I don't know the space you guys got going on in your house, but you wanna make sure when you position this, you have some space in front to move and some space in the back to move. So just know that we're gonna be moving, let me angle this just a teeny bit further down. We're gonna be moving all the way in front here, maybe about 3 feet, and we're gonna go 3 feet back. So, all right, I'm gonna get my angle of my camera a little bit. It's a little off. I don't like too much crooked. Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's stand behind, you guys should have your setup already. Let's stand behind our box, all right? Or whatever you got in the middle, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna have our feet together. All we're gonna do for the first thing, just to get started, is you're gonna take your left leg, you're gonna step it in the middle, and you're gonna bring the feet back. Your right leg together. So left, back, right, back. Pretty easy just to kind of get started. Stepping, And if you want it a little harder, you can definitely take steps further back. You want however big of a step that you want. If you need a little easier, get closer to your box. Step together, step together, step together, step together. Now we're going to take it into 3 steps. You're going to step in between and back, and we're going to go all the way out and back. Other side together and go way out and back. So just get a little bit wider. In and back out wide. So in and out. And if you want on this one, we could add arms. Arms out to the side. I know you can't see my arms as well, but they're lifting up out to my side. You can kind of see the general motion of that. In, together, out. Together. Don't kick the can like I just did. You might not. All right, good. Let's take a step back a little bit further. Take about 3 feet away from everything. What we're gonna do is we're going to jog in between this side, run into the middle, so we're like right in front of the box, and then back pedal through this side and come back to where we started. So we're gonna run in front, boop, and run in back. Now, if running is not your thing, you are gonna walk. You're gonna walk. Move those arms, pause, and then we're gonna walk back and pause. So just whatever direction, I'll walk a few, and I'll walk back and land. So you wanna get your alignment so you can't see your box, boop, boop, and then you're gonna go back through, and you're standing right behind your box. Let's do a few more of these. I'm gonna do the walking version. If you're runners, please take the time to run. And we'll do one more. Forward, forward, or this could be, you might have gotten 2 the time it takes me to do this many. All right, perfect. Let's go the other side. So we'll walk over to the side or run, stop in front, and we'll go back and through and there. Now, as you're doing this, see if you can do it balancing that box or that book on top of your head as you're doing it. If for some reason you're slumping down, slow it down. Get your posture just right, so we don't need to rush. I think I'm gonna do this nice. I'm gonna move my arms. I'm gonna step back, nice big steps as I can. Find my balance each way, keep going. I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna go at a nice easy pace, but you can pick any pace you want. When you go forward, you land on your heels. When you go backwards, you land on your toes. Let's do one more, wherever you're at. Forward and backwards toes. All right, perfect. All right, so let's do a little sideways motion. That was a forwards, backwards, so let's do sideways. So we're coming over here. First thing we do is just gonna lift those knees up and bring them in. Now, again, if you need a chair, take your chair, put it in front of you. You got that right there going for you. I'm not using it, so you won't be able to see me. Up and over. Good. Now, as you're doing this, get the arms swinging. I'm gonna duck down a little bit so you can see. Swing my arms, swing my arms, swing my arms as I move my feet. Do, 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 do. Try to keep the rhythm of your arms with the rhythm of your feet. Keep going, all right? Keep going. You see enough of me doing it. I'll come down and see how you're doing. All right, doing good. Keep it up. Lift those knees up. Balance whatever you got on your head. Try not to look down once you already know where everything is. Be very aware. Land softly, softly. And if the boxes and everything are too far away, bring them in a little bit closer. There's no rule how far everything has to be away. All right, perfect. So let's do a little balance one now. All right, so what you're gonna do is set up, you got your box going forward, bringing these guys in, you've got a triangle. All right, we're gonna do a little balance with a little bit of toe touches. So left foot's going to stand right behind the cans, right in the middle. Right toe, this one's gonna be the toucher. You're gonna touch the soup can, touch the box, touch the soup can, box, soup can, bring it down. Now, if your balance is just perfectly like that, do it that way. Otherwise, touch and bring it back. touch and bring it back. Touch, crossover, bring it back. Touch, bring it back, touch, bring it back. Then we'll switch to the other side. All right, however way you do it, you're gonna touch, 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 foot down, switch, or touch and back, 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 and switch. All right, so whatever version you did, work on that. Now, I'm gonna talk a little bit while you do that, because now you kind of know what to do. When you're doing that, the foot that you're standing on, really trying to push it into the ground and try to just reach the top of your head up. So in yoga, we call this like a tree pose. So our feet, imagine the foot you're standing on is rooting down into the earth, and the top of your head is reaching up to the sun. Like trees like to grow up into the sun. So you want to be nice and tall with it. All right, and oopsie daisies, sit on my box. And you also want to see if you can focus on a point that's not moving. Maybe just look at your box. That's something that's not moving. Touch, 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 touch. You'll see everything else out of your peripheral. And then we'll switch to the other side, all right? And if it gets easier, try the harder variation again. If you need the chair, always can hold the chair right next to you, all right? The important thing is you're practicing standing on that standing leg, getting those muscles strong, getting that ankle a little more stable. Don't rush through this just to say, I did the exercise. Do the exercise. Feel the exercise. You'll get so much more out of it, and it'll get easier and easier. All right, perfect. Let's get rid of our box. We're gonna do one more with our soup cans. This one's gonna be a little more challenging, so you're gonna take your soup cans, that's about a foot, I guess. All right, now this version, you can have a chair in front of you, or next to you. I'm gonna do it next to me. I'm gonna put my left foot, and so it's about a foot. All right, a foot in front in the middle of the soup cans. So I'm gonna take my right foot, and I'm gonna touch that soup can. And then I'm gonna touch, where's that soup can? And that soup can. Now I'm doing it without looking. Maybe I have to look down to find where they are the first few times. Then I'm going to see if I can find them. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Where are you? There you go. All right. And then do about like 10 on that side. Then switch to the other side. All right. Look down. There's a soup can. There's a soup can. And then you're standing up nice and tall, and you're just finding them, all right? Well, you can hold on to that chair, get used to this movement, all right? That standing leg's getting nice and strong. Do 10, switch to the other side. Go ahead, keep going. I'm gonna come and talk to you, watch your form. Nah, I'm just gonna make sure you stand up nice and tall. Oopsie daisies, there goes my camera. All right, well, at least this time I got a camera holder. That's not holding up too well. That's okay. All right, keep going. Let's do a few more. I'll scooch back a little bit. And again, smile, enjoy moving. It's another day. Day of possibilities, right? So much we think we have to do this, we have to do that, but if we just kind of open ourselves up to what's today going to bring, so much more can happen. It's kind of fun that way. Okay, so good job with your balance. Let's grab our soup cans or your weights. It's time to do some weighted activities. Now you have the choice, you can do this in your chair or you can do this standing. I'm going to do it standing. So get your soup cans, get yourself set up. I'm just gonna fix my camera, just give me 1 second. It's being a little tippy. So, there we go. If the camera falls midway, I do apologize. That'll do. All right, so when we do our exercises with our weight resistance, we're getting way back. All right, you want to stand up as tall as you can. So, however you're doing your exercises, there we go, that's better, is the posture you want to maintain after doing the exercises. So, if I do my exercises with my chest sunken down and my head forward, I am only going to enhance those muscles to continue doing that. So when you do your exercises, really think about the whole time, how do I want to stand when I'm done? How do I want to stand after I do this? So I want to stand really tall, and I want my body to stand as tall as I can. So I'm going to start with my feet hip width apart, arms are by my side. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit. I'm going to push the top of my head up and let my shoulders relax down. I don't even have to push them down. I'm going to let them relax down. Most of the time, they're just up here because they're so used to it. But I'm going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let them relax. There they are. They're back where they belong. All right, so let's just do a couple of shoulder exercises. Let's take the arms out to the side with your soup cans or your weights or nothing. I'm going to do it with nothing because I've done quite a few things already today. So I don't want any more resistance for myself. But you guys are going to have your soup cans weights. Bend the knees and let's just circle back. As we circle back, keep going. You're going to imagine you're pushing your head into something and you're getting super tall. All right? And as we do this, I'm going to show you a sideways view. We're not rounding forward. We're lifting up, bend the knees a little bit. If you want, you can even do a little pelvic tilt so the tailbone drops down and circle. Shoulders stay down, so the arms aren't way up here. They are going to be a little lower, on the lower side. Good, now let's take them down next to our hips. And let's take them forward and down. Forward and down. Now what we're going to do is when they go forward, we're going to bend our knees a little bit. And when they go down, we're going to straighten our legs. Bend the knees as they go up. Straighten your legs as they go down. Bend. And straighten. Good. Bend. And straighten. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's take our arms by our side, palms face forward. Now, if you have any shoulder injuries and you do have trouble getting your one arm above the head, you're just going to take your arms here and just tiny little lifts and work on posture. All right? And if any of these exercises bother anyone, hurt anyone, you just skip it and you just stand there. You can either do some balance or just practice nice deep breathing. All right? So, hands by your side, palms face forward. Now, sideways view, you want to see if, you don't want your hands forward, you want to see if your hands can be in line with your shoulders. Now, if they can't, put your weights down and do this without weights first. Try to get this alignment. Now, I'm going to imagine that the back of my hands are sliding against a wall. And they're going to go straight up, straight up, straight up. And then I'm going to stretch, not my shoulders up, my fingertips or my hands and the top of my head. And then I'm going to slide the back of the hands down. Up, nice and slow, look straight ahead, push the top of the head up and down. Now, if the shoulders are rolling forward, don't do weights. It's just going to make your shoulders hurt, and it's not, your alignment isn't correct to do this one. So use this as a different type of it. Your resistance, you can imagine you're pushing strongly into something above you and get so much out of this. And I can imagine now that I'm pulling down something, right? I'm pushing through something, stretching, getting through, and then pulling down. All right, let's do one more. Up, 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 and pull down. All right, so that's all we're gonna do for resistance today. We don't have too much because I wanna get to the boxing. So put your cans away, put your box away. We're done with those. And you're gonna get your boxing gloves on now. So get those gloves on. I'll give everybody a minute. If you need some water, grab your water. water. Get your gloves on. Make sure you're taking nice deep breaths in and out. I can talk about some nutrition if you want. So, while you're getting ready, I'll give you some advice. Make sure throughout the day you're taking care of this body. You got your physical, you're doing your exercise. You got your mental, you're going to work on filtering what thoughts you want to move through your body. So I'm sure you got some crazy ones that go on in there and you're like, no, what I do is I just imagine they filter through my body, boop, back into the earth. I don't need them sitting in my body creating chaos. And then I switch it for another one. Like, I'm gonna be grateful for this moment. All right, so you got your mental, and then you're gonna put some good food in your body. Good healthy food as best as you can. And of course, drink water. Stay away from anything with like too much of additives. Anywho, that's enough 2 cents because everyone is entitled to do whatever they want, but that's if you wanna try it out. All right, so we got our gloves on. In all of the videos, I went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and even 7, 8, getting those knees involved. What we're gonna work on today in class is we are going to work on not so much letting all our exercises come from our arms, because a lot of times everyone punches and they just throw their arms out there. We're gonna use our hips. I don't know if anyone's done Tai Chi. A lot of the movement comes from your power, your core here, and we're gonna apply that into our boxing. And it's very important and very powerful in all things in your life. You just start to use that energy that you have within you. So I will get my gloves on. Still, you're gonna get a nice workout, so don't worry. And one thing I am gonna do is, this year, I've been practicing with my classes is, if you're a righty, you're gonna practice being a righty and a lefty. So everyone's gonna be a righty and everyone's gonna be a lefty. It just allows our hips to get all the movements they need, okay? Because otherwise you favor one side and we tend to overuse something, and I don't want anyone overusing their body. I want it to be balanced. Balance, balance, balance. So everyone, let's take our left leg back. We're just gonna do 1, 2s, and I want you to focus on using your hips for the movement. I will show the sideways view. So before even throwing punches, 1s and 2s, I want you just to sway forwards and backwards, right? My hips are moving forwards and backwards. Keep your hands up. I'm just showing you movements. Hips go forward, hips go backwards. Backwards and forwards, all right? So when my hip goes forward, I'm gonna punch out a 1 and it's gonna come back. When it goes forward again, I'm gonna push this back hip forward and bring it back. Forward, back hip forward. Forward, back hip forward. Front hip forward, back hip forward. So I'm pushing that hip forward. So that's gonna be our 1s and our 2s. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep doing those. I'm just gonna talk. So as you do those, really think about the hips being the energy behind your punch. All right, keep going. I'm gonna show you what I see in class. Sometimes this is what I see. 1 and 2. That's all my arms, that's all my neck. It's going to hurt after a while, right? 1, 2, power's coming from my legs, coming from my hips, not just my arms and neck. It gets tiring after a while. Good. Now let's switch to the other side. Put your right foot back, left foot forward. Now your front leg, that's always gonna be your 1, all right? So I'm just gonna say, so let's lean back and forth first on this side, get a good feel for it, all right? Now, as we go forward, we're gonna punch with our front leg arm and lean back. Then we're gonna come forward again, push that back hip forward and bring it back. Boom, boom, punch, punch. I'll show you sideways, keep going. So I'm going back and forth, you guys keep going. As I go forward, push that back hip forward, forward, back hip forward. Basically, I'm going to imagine that my hips are punching. So if I was gonna punch you with my hips, I go boom, punch the hip forward. If I was gonna punch you with this hip, I swing it forward. Now my arms are attached to my hips. All right, so it might be a lot, it might be completely new to you. Keep punching. If it is, it's okay, it might feel different. But Keep practicing this. It makes a huge difference in our overall body and the way we use our body as opposed to just limiting it to just muscles. All right, so let's come back. Let's take our feet hip width apart, nice and even. Okay, we're just gonna take our hands on our hips, and we're just gonna do some circles in between. Just loosen up the hips. All right, I always wanna keep those hips nice and loose, and switch directions. Okay. Now, let's do our 3/4s, and we're going to imagine that our hips are throwing the punch. So our left foot's gonna go back, our right foot's gonna go forward. Now, let's take our hands on our hips. I've done this in my other videos, right? I am going to turn my hips right to left. And my elbows, you see how they're moving, right? Imagine you are going to try to punch someone with that elbow. I'm gonna punch you with my elbow. I'm gonna punch you with my elbow, right? I wouldn't go like this. That would be on the shoulder. All right, so I'm just gonna move my hips. My hips are gonna move my elbows. Now, let's take our hands like this. Elbows in, to the side, okay? Don't do anything, just leave the arms here and move your hips. See how that's going to punch in. That's gonna give you a punch. All right, now hands up. I'm going to turn, punch. And when I punch, I don't cross way over here. I don't know what's over there. I'm punching right here. Your hand shouldn't go past the midline of your body. So turn, punch, turn, punch. Bring the hand always back to your face. Turn, punch, turn, punch, turn, punch. Hips. Keep thinking about using those hips. I'm pushing that hip forward, I'm pushing that hip forward, I'm pushing that hip forward. It might be new, because this is what I see in class. I see boom, boom, swinging arms, and then I have hurting shoulders. Don't want that. The whole body is one unit. We want to use it. So, all right, more body you use, more brain, more connecting it all goes. All right, let's go the other side. All right, right foot back, left foot forward. All right, we'll start the same we did before. Hands on the hips, it's gonna feel different, all right? Twist the hips side to side. You gotta see, when you do this, you're gonna have to shift your weight from your front foot to your back foot so you can twist. If I leave my feet glued onto the floor, they don't move. But if I lean into my front foot, twist and pivot that back foot, lean back, you go, so just moving my body weight, twisting, all right? I'll take my hands this way and twist, same thing. Punch, elbows move. All right, good. Hands come up. Twist, punch, twist, punch, twist, punch. Keep going. Get that body twisting and punching. And remember, hands always come back. You're gonna twist, punch, bring it back. Twist, punch, bring it back. Now, why is that important? We're not really punching anyone. There's no one punching us back, so we don't have to protect our face. It really is just muscle memory. It's my mind telling my arm, keep coming back to my face, all right? Over time, keep going. I'm just gonna keep talking. Over time, what happens is your arm just gets tired and it starts going down here and we forget about it. Remember it. You gotta remember it. Each time, you gotta remember it, right? You gotta remember, when you're walking, you gotta feel the ground under you. When you're moving your arms, you gotta remember, I gotta swing them. All right, good. That's enough of that exercise. Let's do our uppercuts. All right, so take your left foot back. All right. Now, all we're doing with our uppercuts is we're using our legs to give us a punch. All right, so I want you guys to just take your elbows like this, that leg still back. All right, I'm gonna bend down. I'm gonna straighten my legs. Bend and straighten. Now, if I was punching into something and I bend and I straightened, because I'm straightening my legs, I'm getting the power, not just from this, which is like overusing the front of my shoulder, my legs are pumping up the power, all right? So, what I see a lot in class is I'll tell people, okay, give me a 5, 6. They'll go down and they'll give me a 5 and then a 6. No. Every time, you're gonna bend and pop, bend and pop, bend and pop, all right? So keep doing that. Let's practice that. Hands up, drop the elbow to the hip, pop up. Other side, drop the elbow to the hip, pop up, boom, pop. You can make noises if you want, it's more fun. Practice that. Boom, pop, bring the hand back, boom, pop, bring the hand back, boom, pop, bring the hand back, all right? Now let's do it on the other side. Right leg back, left leg forward, hands up. Elbow to hip, pop, bring it back. Elbow to hip, bring it back. Pop back, pop back. All right, use your legs, keep going. All right, and again, if you haven't maybe forgotten, I didn't remind you too well, you're gonna imagine you're pushing the top of your head up. Nice, good posture. Don't slouch down. Don't look down at the floor. If you're looking straight at your opponent, straight ahead, all right? So use your legs, use your oomph. If you even want to make a little noise like, ah, you can. If you're frustrated, now's the time to yell, all right? You don't have to do it in your car, wherever you want. Do it now. It's your workout, all right? Life is full of everything. It's not always happy. It's got everything going for you, all right? So embrace it all. All right, let's come back. Take those feet hip width apart. Hands on the hips. Let's do our circles. All right. We are going to do one more exercise for today. But don't worry, I will be doing these videos once a week, so I will continually give you more fun things. All right, so what we're going to do is our left leg's going to be back. Now our left leg, let me angle this down a teeny bit so you can see the floor. Please don't fall down. Thank you. Okay. All right. So here we are. You don't need to see my face on this one. My left leg is going to stay where it's at. My right leg is going to be moving. And I'm just going to be jabbing. And a jab is whatever that front leg is. So I'm going to punch as I lean forward. I'm going to punch in this direction. Then I'm going to go over to this direction. Punch. Then I'm going to go backwards, punch. Then I'm going to go this way, punch. Forward, punch. Okay? So that would be the directions of the room. Northeast, southwest, or northwest, southeast. Pick whatever direction you want to go in. You're going to go in both of them. So go ahead. Let's start it. So jab and jab, jab and jab. Jab. My back foot doesn't move. It's glued. It's glued right in that spot. I'm leaning forward. I'm leaning back. I'm going a step. Leaning forward. Leaning back. I'm going a step. All right. Keep going one more time. One more time around. And then we'll switch our legs. You guys are doing very good. Very good. All right, so once you're done with that side, let's put the other side in the center. All right, so we got our right foot in the back, left foot forward. We're gonna jab, and jab, and jab, and jab, and drop. Or you can go this direction. It doesn't matter. All right, pick whatever one, and just remember, stand up tall, keep your hands by your face. All right. I'm going to make sure your form's correct. Let's see. Standing up tall. Let's get my camera up a little bit. Hello. All right. Doing very good. Let's make it one more time around the circle. And then it's time to stretch. Good, good. All right. Perfect. Good work today. All right, so now you can take your gloves off. If you need water, grab your water, grab your chair. We are going to stretch and then do a little meditation. So let me get my camera so it's angled a teeny bit down so you can see my feet. And I'll angle back a little bit. Okay. All right, well, good work. So As we do our stretches, we're going to focus on our breathing, and we're going to focus on relaxing. Just kind of letting the mind, whatever's going on up here, let it trickle down and out. All right? Just try it out. If you don't want to do that, next time, don't do it. Just try it today, though, okay? All right, one leg out in front, pull the toes back, hands rest on the bent knee, lean forward. Feel that beautiful stretch behind the leg. And breathe. So close your eyes if you want. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Other leg out. Pull the toes back towards you. I know you can't see my toes. Hands rest on the bent knee. Lean forward. You're always going to go where you just start to feel the stretch. Not too much further. There's no point of going to the place of pain, a place that just feels right. Good. Let's come on up. If you can, cross one ankle over. If that doesn't work for you, skip it. Everyone has different hips, stuff going on. I don't know all of you, so it's hard for me to assess and give you the right exercise. That knee that you got hanging over there, you're going to pull it in towards that opposite shoulder. Whatever that is, the foot that's on the floor, you're going to walk it outwards. All right? Until you feel the stretch in here. Someone asked me how far out. Well, you'll know how far out. You're going to take it where you just feel it. Just right. Not too much, not too little. Close your eyes. Feel where you feel the stretch. Breathe in. Exhale. I'm going to let that relax. And you're going to just do this. Really being mindful of the body where it's holding tension, especially just if it's in the shoulders, let it trickle down. Let everything just outsies. All right, let's come on over, switch to the other side, cross the other side over. That knee goes to the opposite shoulder, whatever foot's on the floor, you walk it out if you need to. This might have been plenty. This might have been plenty. You're gonna find what's best for you today. And then just breathe, enjoy, close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Perfect, all right. Let's take that one down. We're going to slide to the back of your chair so your back is supported. Walk your feet out in front of you. Shake, wiggle, relax. Hands interlaced behind your head. Push your elbows back so you get a nice opening of the chest. And then lean back over your chair. Close your eyes, breathe in. And sigh as you exhale. And then you're going to tip to one side. Breathe in and out, and tip to the other. Breathe in and out. Of course, just you're gonna find that when you breathe in and out, come back to center, you're creating more space. Come back, keep the fingers interlaced, just press them up. Get a little stretch. Let the hips relax down, the shoulders relax down, the head is reaching up. Let the fingertips go. Let them go all the way down to the side of your chair. Let them relax. No effort. Let the shoulders relax. Now you're just going to keep the shoulders relaxed. Let the ear relax to the shoulder. Don't let the shoulder come up. Don't push the ear to the shoulder. It all is about relaxing. Now close your eyes. Exhale, let the shoulders relax a little more. Let the neck relax. We're just kind of like decompressing. And then we're slowly going to lift the head up. Make sure the shoulders stayed relaxed. Let the other ear relax the other shoulder. No need to force it. Just close your eyes now. Breathe in. Exhale, the shoulders relax. Let the neck relax. And again, no pushing, no forcing. It's just pure. Where do I feel it? Can I relax? Can I relax? Head comes back up. Take the chin down to the sternum. Don't push it, just let it relax down. Breathe in, breathe out. And let's come back to center. Perfect. Now we're ready to do our relaxation. So, relaxation, meditation, just a time to just take all our attention from out here and we're going to direct it to feeling what's going on within us. And as we bring our attention to our inside, we're not going to call it that's this or that's that or judge it or good, bad. or anything. We're just really just going to go in there, just feel what's going on, like we've never done it before. Like we have no words to even describe it. So close your eyes, let your hands rest. Forget about everything you know. Forget about everything that's going on in the outside world just for a moment. Doesn't mean it won't be back there when you open your eyes, okay? Let's take a nice deep breath in and out. Feel the shoulders relax. Breathe in and out. Let the hips relax into the chair. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the feet connected to the earth. And let your breath relax now. All right? And just feel inside. Like I remember hearing that in my yoga class. What does that mean? First, let's feel our breath. Feel the breath, your breath moves through inside your body. Not just in the nose, not just in the throat, not just the lungs. See if you can feel it in the belly, in the hips. Maybe just you can feel it when you breathe in your legs and your feet. I don't know. How far can you feel your breath? Play with that for a little bit. Just a few moments here. Just play around. And it is a good practice to do if you have a few more minutes. I'm just kind of giving you a little taste of it. You could do this for a whole class. Breathing, relaxing. Let the body relax. Let the thoughts that are in the mind just kind of trickle out. Get your awareness from out of the head and bring it down, down, down into the body. Right? We can spend our time up here. We can spend our time feeling in here. Breathing in and out. Now put just a little smile on your face. And let the smile move inwards, feeling it resonate, just like your breath. Your smile is now going to move through your body. You're not smiling because of anything. Just see what a smile does. Just moving through, moving through. Same feeling, right? Just moving through your body. Imagine taking that same feeling of a smile within. Not only sharing it with us, but send a force field outside of you. Just imagine, just play with me. If this is totally new to you, just imagine that smile moving from the inside the body to outside the body. If there's someone in your house, you're sharing that with them too. And you can take that same smile and you can send it as far as you want. That's when you hear the people say, how do I change the world? You start with yourself, right? You start with your energetic field and what you share, how you look at things. When you're in harmony, when you're in peace and you stand next to someone, they're going to feel it. If you're in stress and worry and fear, they're going to feel it. And if you got two people feeling the same thing, it's just going to make it stronger. So you focus on your space inside and what you want to share. And you share that strong. So let's bring our palms together in front of our heart center. And just know how strong, keep your eyes closed, strong and powerful you are. All right? And you guys did super amazing today. And I just want you to bow inwards and honor this beautiful being you are. Like, cherish this person. let this person know how much you love them no matter what. No matter what. Most things you don't know until you know, and once you know, that's when you know. I don't know if that makes sense, but anywho, honor yourself. Lift your head, and as if we're honoring every person that's either watching this or out there, each other. I'm sending blessings to each of you, and I wish you guys a beautiful day. And take this beautiful energy that you just found inside yourself and share it with yourself all day. Share it with as many people as you can. So thank you guys, and give me any feedback you want. If you're interested in any type of Zoom classes that I am holding, please just reach out to me. My email is info@beyondfitnessdelray.com, and my name's Colleen. I don't know if I said that, but just in case you've never seen my videos, my name's Colleen, and love you guys. Bye.